Hey everybody, we're out here in front of Bill's Sports Shop in Leadville, Colorado, right off the road in between Cooper and Copper Mountain. We're currently inside. I'm getting my honey badgers remounted because my new boots were a little too big. But before we get into that, I want to show you where I got my new Rustler 10s mounted in Nashville, Tennessee at my local shop. Zach Dowd here. I'm at Neptune ski shop in Nashville, Tennessee with my buddy Don.
What's up?
How to mount skis. Let's get right into it.
All right, Zach, just to verify one more time. This is what we like, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Black on that, just like that, and then we're gonna do it differently on the other one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem, my friend. Everything's based on the length of this boot, the actual length. Although it says exactly 315 right there, I don't trust it. I'm gonna make sure, and that's why, because it's actually 313. It's 313 millimeters, okay? What this does, that number right there is gonna tell me what your den setting is gonna be based on your height and weight and such, okay? So that's what I'm doing first. So you're right here between 108 and 125, you're 115. So that means you start as an I. If you were a 2, I would go down 1 level, but you're a 3, so I'm gonna make you a K, okay? So that's what your skier type is. 4358 are my release points, and that'll make more sense in a few moments, okay? Because I'm going to test this to make sure my den setting's proper and the release points, the values are right. I'll follow this over here, and your den setting, according to the chart, should be a den setting of 5. Next step we're going to do is we're going to align the jig properly, okay? And each type of binding has its own jig. We're using an Attack 11 or 14, it's a 14 I believe, it doesn't matter, it's the same jig. And what this does, I open this up and this slides open to verify the width of this said boot. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm aligning the jig right now is what I'm doing. Okay, so I know that's perfect for your boot. I'm gonna set the boot to the side. This point right here tells me the center point of the ski where I need to mount it. So that needs to line up right there to be perfectly mounted, okay? So that's my next step. Boom. See how I got it lined up?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to check it. On the bottom of this said boot, see that little line right there? That is the center of that said boot. So when I turn it sideways, that line needs to line up with that line, needs to line up with that line, which it does perfectly. You see that? So if you look at the bottom of the ski, it's going to tell you everything you need to know right here. For example, right here it's telling me that that's a 4.1 by 9.5 drill bit. These drills are designed to be perfectly straight up and down, as well as the exact depth that you need, okay? And a moment ago, what I did is I reached up there and I got my right drill bit, which says 4.1 by 9, which is what I need. And you can see that it's not going to go any further than I need it to go. So I'm going to use a 4.1 and then I'm going to tap the screw. I'll show you how this works in a second, okay? So I need to get 4 here and 4 here. Here we go. All right, at that point, drill number 1, ski number 1 has been drilled properly, okay? Now, gotta be real careful of this because there's metal shavings in there. Because it has metal in it, I need to tap it. And by tapping it, what that does, it allows the screw to go in straight perpendicular like I want it to. So that's this little tool right here. And it's not much. I'm just gonna do a little twist to get it started. And that's it, that's all I'm doing.
That's all I'm doing. Boom, that's 2. Boom, 3. Boom.
Not too far. The further you go down, the more the chance of stripping it. We don't want that. Ready for glue. Now, I'm a little bit OCD. I want to make sure this is cleaned out because I don't want any of this trash in there. Does that make sense? Now, you put glue in these to make sure that the screws don't back out on you. The glue is not what holds it together. The actual tap does. Does that make sense? The actual screw down. Okay, so next step. I got to put a little bit of glue in each one of these little holes without making a mess. Easier said than done sometimes. Boom, 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 boom. It doesn't take much. Just a little bit. Okay. Now, next step. You can use a black mount up front, or you can match it to the ski. It's up to you.
Black mount, like this.
You want the black mount with that? Yeah. Beautiful. Like the way you operate, Zach. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to get it lined up, get them started a little bit, and then that's going to go straight into that hole and get it perfectly centered. All right. This is the toe piece hook, where the toe piece goes into, okay? Boom. All right, next, the toe piece. I'm going to take that out just a little bit like such. And then this slides up onto the piece we just mounted. Boom, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is take out my screw and make sure my hole lines up properly. See how my hole lines up?
Yeah.
Perfect. Couldn't be better. This is my favorite to mount, by the way. Okay, here we go. Same thing. Get them started. 1. And then 2. Okay. Then we're going to tighten it down. And what I'm looking for is I'm going to make sure that this is flush all the way down, which it's not yet, but that is my goal. See how that's flush?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Then we're going to take the back side of that same thing. And you decided you wanted the black to go with it.
That's going to look cool.
That is going to look real cool, dude.
It's so different.
Good choice, sir.
Appreciate it.
Just start the backs just a little bit to get them lined up. Now look down there. You can see that my holes are lined up once again.
Yep.
So this other little package of screws over here, I need 2 of them. Boom. And then I'm going to get them started. This is where it gets tricky because I got fat fingers. Hee. Murphy's Law, you always drop 1. And then, okay, so now, back to let's rotate where I'm screwing in to make sure that all gets stitched down properly. This one's going on like a dream. And yes, some are harder than others. Okay. Looking good. All right, so theoretically we got one of them done already, okay? But we're going to check some things. Boom. Okay. See these marks? I want that to be in the middle of this. So I need to tighten that up just a little bit, okay? Just a minor adjustment. This up and in one position. Boom. I bet that's going to be perfect. Oh, see how it's in the center?
Yeah.
That's what we're going for. Okay, so this ski is ready. What I'm going to do right now is going to set the din on it though, okay? The din setting right here is right here. So on the back of the heel. Ah, yeah, baby. Yeah. Looking good. So now we know the heel's right and we know the toe's right. I don't know if the height is right. And that's what this little tool is. So this adjustment up front loosens and raises this, okay? My goal is for this to slide in real easy, but not too easy. You see there's a resistance on it, but it can move.
Yep.
That's what I'm going. So that ski is completely set up in properly. Cool.
Yeah.
Look at her, she looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna like that a lot.
That's such a trip, man. It's so different.
Yeah, I like it.
Now we're gonna do the same thing all over again. And this is the best part about doing skis is unwrapping them like it's your Christmas present. So what I'm not going to do now is we're going to test it, okay? So the skis are mounted. They're done. That wasn't real tough. They look great.
Yeah, I like the opposite.
Okay, so earlier when we were doing the homework, we got on this piece of paper the release values, okay? 43 to 58. What that number is metric equivalent to foot-pounds. So that's known as a Newton. So 1 foot-pound is like 1.13 newtons. It's a metric equivalent, so to speak, okay? So we're looking for a release value in between here on an average. So that's a pretty good weight. It's 43.58, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you up.
That's the tool
fake.
That's why you pay to have skis mounted, because people don't have this
People
tool.
don't have this tool and know how to use it.
That's right. Everything else you can do at home, but this,
There's
if you don't,
absolutely no way to fake
if
it.
you don't get it right, you're in trouble.
There's no way to fake it at all. So you can tell my bench is designed to give me some torque so that I can use it. That's my kitty one. There's my adult one. And this is going to tell me a reading between 0 and 200 going either way of this, okay? So I'm going to start off and I'm going to go high real quick. Once again, my magic number is 43 to 58. And I'm going to give it the old twist test. And that came out at 50 even. You see that? Okay. Let's try it again just to be safe. You do 2 per side. And then you average them. And once again, and see that says 70. Let's try it again. Back to 50. Okay, let's go on the inside. Boom, boom, boom. And that tells me that's at 55. See it? All right. Let's do it one more time. And once again, we got 55. So you average the 2 to be right at 53. Okay, so you are well within your range. That ski is awesome. So I'm just saying that's the left ski, okay? So your toe and your heel looks really, really good. Boom. All right, so that ski is done.
One more time.
That's gonna be at 55 instead of 53. You happy, man?
Yeah, I like them. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Shake his hand. Let's get that shot. Hold your skis up.
Yeah, get them both.
Yeah, get them both and get a shot of you guys. That's awesome. There you go.
That's just cool, dude.
It does.
I'm really glad you came up with that idea.
So now that we're done with that, let's go into Bill's and see how my honey badgers are coming along. So Bill's ski shop was started 80 years ago after World War II when the 10th Mountain Division was training at Cooper Hill in the town of Leadville. The Cooper Hill was donated to the city and Bill Copper started Bill's ski shop. You get back here and here's Bill's son, Paul.
Hey, Zach.
What's up?
I've got one binding off. Plug the holes. We're gonna start on that one next.
All right.
But see, you said this is the traditional mount here, but you said you wanted yours a center mount, correct?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna use this line right here for the center mount. But what I want to do is show you, these are all jigs up here. Okay, each one for specific bindings. So we're going to use this one, which is your marker Squire. So we're going to use this one, and the first thing we do is set your boot in here, okay? lift that hammer your boot, Zach. We'll put that in here and set that to the length, like so. And then we lock it down. Now they can go out of the way. How's your morning?
It's been all right.
Where'd you go after you combed your hair? Must have been a windstorm out there.
Yeah, no, it was.
Mine's not so bad.
Yeah, it was good.
So, this shows you here, see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the center of the mark. So the length of this, there's center. And we have to line that up with that line.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see where the holes line up. So,
Because you may have to move it around if it's too close.
yeah, so I'm center that. See that? I'd put that right on that line.
Yep.
Like that. Now, here's the holes we're going to use, indicated here by the red marks. See those red marks? And on here, you'll see red, 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 and red. And if you look, we can actually mark a hole and see. I want to see how close we are to any of the other holes.
So you're putting a little scratch on the ski to see it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of
Perfect.
seeing where we are here. Okay, now let's look. See there?
You're way far away.
So it's not going to hurt anything to remount this completely and install that binding for you on the center where you want it. So if you look at that, this is where your boot's going to sit. Step back and take a look at where this boot is going to be on your ski in proportion
To the length.
tip and tail. And there's where you're going to be.
So the big thing that I've learned is the new holes can't be too close to the old holes, or else the stability of the ski is not as good, and it could break in half. So what do you use to plug those holes?
Well, we have specific hole plugs here, and they're specific. And if you think all hole plugs are the same, they're not. These are specific for these holes, for skis, and if you look, they've got a little ridge on them right there.
Yeah, I see it.
So when that goes down into the hole, it keeps any moisture from coming in. If you get moisture in a hole and then it freezes, it'll expand that. So these actually are specifically designed for that. And it's not wood, it's just a hard plastic that goes in there that I pound in with a hammer.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, we're going to reinstall your bindings, not remount. We mount horses, but we install bindings.
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. Well, let's get started. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Get this one out of the way. Go ahead and grab that drill up there. Don't let that bit jump. Grab it with both hands. There you go. Push. Get the other one. When they're in there tight,
Gotta push real hard.
Down on it.
yeah, push hard on that drill.
Alright.
So that bit doesn't jump out.
It's already out.
Yeah, now come back here. Look under here on that screw. See that forward pressure adjustment screw on the bottom?
Yeah.
Run that binding up forward. Keep coming. There you go. Now that's off the track. Okay, those four.
That's the other one.
Yep.
This?
Push hard. Yep. You'll feel it when it's out. Good. And go. Perfect. Okay, that hangs right there. Grab that orange hammer. Tap that way, because you want to take it off. You'll see when. There you go. Now we take those two screws out. That's hard. Okay, this is where we plug the holes. And I put these blocks under here so you get a good pound on that. Start that in, nail it. There you go. And these, hit it. Just should be able to get it.
So the difference between the black ones?
Nothing, just color, cosmetics, but you know what I've decided after doing this for so long, it really doesn't matter what color on a reinstall like this, because your binding's gonna be over it anyway.
Yeah, the holes, yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to get these all the way down in there. I really don't want to break some.
Even if you do that, you know, mush it out a little bit, we're gonna clean it up. Take away that. Oh! Perfect. Okay, the next thing, we have to clean them up. We do it like this. So we take the chisel, get it right on the edge, give it a whack. Don't hit your thumb.
Yeah, I'll try. Oh, this is weird. I'm left-handed, so this is weird.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I guess.
They break either direction. Perfect. Nice clean cut. Good job. All right, now we've already set the jig, right? So now all we need to do is drill and install.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you have to make sure you have the right jig.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than drilling a ski and they go, oops,
The wrong one.
should have used that black one. Okay, so that's your drill bit,
Yeah.
and this is vitally important. You want to make sure you do the right holes.
Yeah.
So this tells you over here, the red ones, marker, gesture, and similarly tooled models. But see your 4 holes, how they're patterned the same? Look, at these 2 are close together and those are far apart on the green.
Yeah.
These are exactly the same. So, and then you had 2 holes in the front for that plate and 2 holes right behind it for the binding. So you're going to do the red, which are that one, and that is also red. Go ahead. Let me show you how to drill it. So now when you drill a hole, you want that hole not flat with the ski like this. You want that hole beveled just a little bit, and the bit does that for you. See how it's beveled?
Yeah.
Got that little bevel? And what that does is when you bevel the top sheet of the ski, when you start to do the screw down in there, the threads don't grab the top sheet and pull it up. It grabs inside the wood and pulls it down.
Okay. So I'm
Okay.
gonna do this one,
Yeah,
this one,
so
this
here's how I do it. I'll show you.
and then
So you're gonna
this
do-
one,
Yep, those 2
and
in the
these
back.
2. Okay. Because you just want it to go down a little bit, right?
Well, you want it to go down to where it stops, but then once it stops here, you make sure you give it another push to get that bevel in there.
Did I do it right or no?
Well, we'll see when we
Think
lift
so.
it. Okay, so now get your vacuum cleaner, turn it on. Set your, see how those splinters are? Those little metal slivers, that's why you
Yeah.
use a vacuum and you don't wipe it
Don't
with your
like
hand.
your hand, yeah.
Tip to the left, always tip to the left. I want to see how you get that lined up. Nope, you're too far forward.
Too far forward?
See how you're just, and it's not much, but it's a skosh
Yeah, I
like
see
that.
it.
So open those and perfect. Now when you run these in, grab that. When you run these in, like that, hold it in place, start that one, get another screw, and start it. Okay, and set this on 11.
All right.
Okay, now go ahead and run that down in there. Those screws.
That's it.
Now look right here. See how that screw, this screw is sticking out?
Oh,
That
okay.
far?
Yeah.
Okay, turn it. Until it's flush. So this is the forward pressure adjustment, and this is probably the most important adjustment on here. Okay, so it's flush. Now you do this, it's called test it.
I finally got my honey badgers reinstalled. I want to give a big thank you to Bill's Sports Shop in Leadville, Colorado for letting me do some of the work and teaching me how to remount or reinstall bindings on skis. But I'll tell you what, I'm ready to go skiing.